On the last episode, you saw Chris and I cross the Canadian border in our RV and make it to our first stop in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. We're on a 34-day Canadian Maritimes trip with a company called Fantasy RV Tours. We're here filming a segment for the RVers television show on the Discovery Channel. So we get to tag along with the tour group, do a bunch of cool stuff we've never done before, and not worry one bit about the logistics of a big trip like this. All we have to do is have a good time. Welcome to Canada, guys!
They were extra sniffy outside.
Yeah, they could tell they were in a different country?
They could. They were super sniffy. And now that they're inside, they're like really calm. Like they're happy to be home.
So we did get lucky with a corner site, and then right in our front, if we had a Class A, our window would be looking at the ocean right out there. So we get a little bit of the ocean view out this window. I got the Starlink up and running, super fast speeds.
Great.
We have a barbecue get-together.
It's a 4th of July celebration.
In Canada.
So there's going to be a grill out. And I think I heard hamburgers. Maybe I heard hot dogs.
But then tomorrow is going to be our very first tour, and we get on a bus at 8:45. And then whale watching on Saturday. That is what I am looking forward to. We have never been on a whale watching tour, and I hope this is going to be as much fun as I think it's going to be. And we're in something so new that we're in another time zone, that little tiny piece of the continent that is called Atlantic time zone. It's an hour later.
Yeah, we are. I've never been in Atlantic time zone, so another first.
Louis is all up in my business. I don't know what he wants.
He wants his treats.
He's nibbling on my shorts. Okay. It's a little treat. She's like, that's not big enough. Aha, vegetable police. Look at our bounty.
You caught me. You caught me.
Look at our bounty. Chris, you are an international vegetable smuggler.
If they only saw my freezer full of meat. Whew.
So it is kind of funny that all of this stuff is legal to bring across the border, but everybody gets so wigged out and doesn't want to get searched that it ends up being recommended to not bring across food. But you can.
But you can, yeah. Everything we did was within the parameters of their website. They have it laid out really easy to understand.
So we're rushing out the door because today is the very first day we get to explore St. Andrews, New Brunswick, Canada, and we are going on a fun-filled bus tour. We get lunch, and we're ending at the Kingsborough Gardens.
I think it's going to be a beautiful gardens. I hope the sun pops out later, or at least the rain stays away.
We don't know what this is yet, but we got the Queen of Hearts card.
It's a good one. It's for where we sit on the bus.
Oh.
This is how they get you to mingle.
Oh.
So I don't get to just pick who I'm already comfortable with. I'm forced to meet everybody here.
Good morning, everybody. I like assigned seating, then I don't have to.
I always like the back of the bus.
We started our first day out with a bus trip and local tour guide giving us a good lay of the land as well as a unique history lesson.
And then when they came back, the winds had picked up a little bit and one of the fire went out of control. This entire hotel burned all the way down to the ground in 1914.
After a quick stop by one of St. Andrews' original blockhouse fortifications used in the War of 1812, we made it to the historic Charlotte County Courthouse and Jail. This was Canada's oldest continuous running courthouse until 2016, and Chris even tried to continue the streak.
Okay. Can I do this? I don't know what judges say. All rise.
The judges be seated.
Oh.
The Charlotte County Jail was built in 1832 with 2-foot thick granite blocks quarried from Maine. Walking through the front door, you were immediately hit with a glimpse of how harsh their early justice system really was. This is the most notorious cell in the jailhouse.
Haunted.
I can barely fit through the door. Look how tiny that is.
What did she say? They used this until 1979.
That is crazy to hear.
1979. It seems so archaic for that modern of a time.
Yeah. 50 years ago, somebody was in this cell. That's all right. You can come on in.
See any ghosts?
Well, yeah, I can feel it.
There's no room. There's no room for ghosts in here.
See them, but you can feel them.
For lunch, we went to one of the local restaurants on Main Street for a quick bite to eat. We then hopped back on the bus and made a short drive to the famous Kingsbury Gardens. This award-winning 27-acre horticultural work of art is ranked as the #1 tourist attraction in the area. Nestled in the heart of St. Andrews, this labyrinth of a property, covered with over 50,000 trees, shrubs, and perennials, really did take us by surprise. First stop, the alpacas.
This is Mo. Hi, Mo. Hi. That's why they wrapped my mail. That's my mail.
Sabrina prancing around out there. Well, I think I underestimated how special this place really is. We've already been here for 1 hour, and I didn't think that we would possibly use the full 2 hours to walk around and explore, but I can see that's going to be no problem at all. This place is massive. It's 27 acres. There's sculptures, birds, animals, insects, all sorts of trees and plants, and it's just like a maze back here. There actually is a real maze here. There's a windmill, there's all sorts of things to just get lost back here. I don't even know where we are. They do provide a map for you to like get around, but it's like there's so much on this map, it's actually hard to use. And I think that Aaron and I are just enjoying just getting lost on these little paths. And we've identified our favorite parts so far, which are these little tiny little goats. I think they're baby goats, or they could just be a small type of goat, but the word is that they're babies and they're super cute and they're just making us really happy, and it just makes all of your stress melt away.
Well, we are about to head to one of 2 whale watching tours we get to do on this fantasy RV tour. And the first one is here in St. Andrews, New Brunswick, Canada. Getting good at the geography.
You are getting good at your provinces.
And the second one is all the way up in Newfoundland in St. Anthony, I believe. So that one's going to be crazy far north. So we even get to maybe spot some icebergs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I didn't know that. We're standing at the market wharf and we're ready to go, just waiting for the boat to arrive. And everybody is super excited despite this heavier fog. It's not dampening our mood at all. We're hoping that we still get to see some really great whales out there, specifically the minke whale, which can be up to 35 feet. But what we would really love to see is the finback whale, which gets up to 85 feet. I can't even imagine something of that size being right near our boat. The boat's here. They made it back. That means it's our turn.
This is pretty exciting. There's the whale watching vessel.
It is kind of nice to see the inside seating so everybody can be protected from the wind and the rain.
On a day like this.
On a day like this.
Yes.
And you can see it, everybody's in there, at least when traveling. Maybe they got out on the top deck when they were parked, but looks like they appreciated it.
Chris found the best spot on the boat, the heater. So we pulled over next to this little island looking for a little bit of wildlife, and there's a few big seals kind of roaming around in the water, but they're hard to spot. Did she call them harbor seals?
She called them gray seals, I believe.
You can just barely see their little heads sticking out of the water.
She compared them to being similar shaped heads to a dog, such as a Cocker Spaniel. And once you see that, you can't unsee it when you look at the seal.
From Transport Canada and from the biggest user of those shipping lanes, which here in Brunswick is Irving.
Those don't have teeth, they have baleen. So when they go under, they'll swallow a bunch of water. They have cleats that allow their throat to expand. And they'll push that water to the top of their mouth with their tongue and through this. And this will filter out any krill or herring. And then they'll just brush their tongue along and swallow the krill and herring whole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's made out of keratin, the same stuff that our fingernails are made out of. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I saw them really stopped back in our 7th grade.
Still for a pose.
Pick them up under the water.
So unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, we did not see one whale. But we did see a variety of birds, we saw some porpoises, we saw some seals. It was really cool when we saw the seals on the same point 2 different times. One when the tide was a little bit higher than the other. You could see like where the seals get stuck up on the rocks. And it was fun. So it wasn't a total bust because we did get to see a lot of beautiful sights and we got to learn a lot of valuable information from the tour guide. And we got hot cocoa and chocolate chip cookies.
St. Andrews, New Brunswick, Canada. 3 nights here is not enough time to see everything this place has to offer. Kiwanis Oceanfront Campground, right across the border from Maine, US, is an amazing place to stay. This really surpassed my expectations. It is pretty seasonal around here, and it looks like the campground is only open from May to October, but the prices here for full hookup oceanfront sites are only in the 60s. I wish we had a little bit more time to go into town, check out some more of the restaurants, and just get a little bit more of this small town vibe. But the fantasy tour is on to its next stop, which is St. John's, and it's only a short 70-mile drive from here. That's where we're headed today. It's almost checkout time, so we better get going.
Yeah, I kind of heard Aaron telling the spiel, and I would agree that I would like some more time here. There's a Canadian dollar store, which I hear is very fun to go to. We didn't go there. There's a lot of restaurants that we didn't go to. There's a lot of things, even just walking around the streets. But, you know, we're gonna be hitting a lot of spots, so Fast and Furious is gonna be our theme. It is a short trip today, and it's a short stay at the next spot too. Ever wonder where the name Irene Iron Travels comes from? It's actually named after my online fitness and nutrition coaching business, Irene Iron Fitness. I help people move better, feel better, and eat better with strength training and real food. No fad diets, no harsh restrictions, no counting calories, and absolutely no processed food in a package. If you want to get stronger and feel better at any age, check the description below for the links with my new client special, or join in on our next and upcoming group challenge.